should have experience.
Okay, but prime example, the best dick that I ever got came from a man that been with his wife. He listen. He was divorced when we started.
Wait a minute.
Listen,
He was
divorced when we started, dealing with each other. But he been with her like they was high school sweethearts. He was with her for like 12 years.
Yeah.
And he just like divorced her, and that's when I met him.
Hold on, what does he have?
What do you mean?
Experience.
And he had a girl.
Yeah.
Which made it more attractive.
But listen, no, crazy ass. I didn't meet him until I didn't know him when he was married. I met him when, I ran into him and he was divorced, and he told me all his like, why are you shaking your big ass head?
No, because this is a perfect example of like women say one thing, but they don't really know what they're attracted and aroused by. And this actually been scientifically
all I know
proven.
is he did what he did, and he did the damn.
All right, guys. So in this video, whatever they're discussing, I've seen the show before, Fit and Fresh podcast, and essentially they hire on a bunch of, I don't know if they hire them or what the story is behind how they get them on there. They say that they go on a sugar daddy website to get these girls. They look like a bunch of OnlyFans and strippers and whatnot. So a sugar daddy website sounds very much accurate. I noticed they tend to have these type of girls on there instead of, a little bit more studious. Let's just say it's studious. A little bit more competent women on there that represent the average woman or a majority of women in the public eye. So these are the type of women that they have on the show. The topic that they're talking about. Yeah, we're not even gonna. Don't worry about the topic. What I want to point out here is the interaction between Myron, one of the show hosts, and this girl over here. She's telling a story about a guy who she had a fling with, who was married for 12 years, and Myron's not taking the story. He's not believing the story. He's denying the story is true. He thinks that maybe she was still with the guy while he was married, right? That whatever the case is, he's shaking his head no, right? And she says, whatever, stop shaking your big ass head, right? That's what she says in this interaction, and everybody laughs about it or whatever, and Myron brushes it off and continues the conversation. All right, let's go back and watch it one more time.
No, because this is a perfect example of like women say one thing, but they don't really know what they're attracted and aroused by. And this actually been scientifically proven.
Is he did what he did, and he did the damn thing. So shout out.
It's still experience.
It's still experience.
Whether you want to say it or not.
He is experienced, but he wasn't like
please
going
be
crazy with
respectful
different
to the
women.
host.
Yeah, and be respectful. Don't ever say that shit again. Yeah, don't ever say that again.
Come off.
Like I'm not your ex. I'm not your boyfriend or whoever you deal with. Don't talk to me like that ever.
Okay, so the producer or the whoever the guy is over there in the corner, he's basically saying that her comment about his big ass head or whatever, which if you're from the East Coast, you wouldn't really take that as a jab, right? It's colloquial terms and it's kind of like, local lingo, right? And he didn't seem to be offended by it whenever she first said it, right? Nobody saw that as like a jab, a personal attack, right? And furthermore, nobody even noticed what he said, right? Or what she said. So she's being called out right now on calling him a big head or whatever, which we probably barely even noticed, right? And then Myron's now agreeing with him. He's like, oh yeah. Don't ever undermine me. Don't ever insult me. Don't ever, as if she took some kind of personal attack against him, right? So let's watch this interaction.
Yeah, chill.
So he's trying to check her.
With your big ass. With your big ass head or whatever.
See, one of the other chicks asked what just happened because they're confused about this whole interaction. This is being blown way out of proportion. All right. Whatever she said it jokingly or like under her breath or whatever, and nobody took it serious. Not even Myron himself. Right. But when she got called out on it, then all of a sudden the mood, the atmosphere changes, right? They start, look, he's even trying to confirm with this guy what the fuck she said.
big ass head.
No, show respect on the platform.
I
That's
think
it.
that's what
I'm not,
that's what
like, I'm not your
pissed me off.
boyfriend. I'm not like some sucker that you could talk.
He says no, show some respect. Put some respect on his name, basically, right? Ah, man, you're just throwing your weight around at this point. That's kind of petty, kind of small, man. I don't know. It sounds like somebody who hasn't had very many good interactions with women in his past. If you had to ask me, it sounds like poor judgment right there in the mood and the atmosphere of the entire video. But whatever.
It was a
like that.
joke. It wasn't.
Okay,
I'm
but-
trying to like.
What happened in
Yeah,
discussion?
like.
What
She said
happened
it
in
was just a
discussion?
joke.
You're on my platform. You're not going to talk to me like that.
All right, master.
You're on my platform. You're not going to talk to me like that. You're in my house. You don't talk to me like that, young lady. Condescending, right? Real condescending. Real. Oh man, was it necessary in that interaction? I don't know. You tell me. You comment down below.
I got it.
What?
Okay.
I don't need the sarcasm either or the ad.
She said, "Okay, handsome," and he got offended by that. Yeah, sure. She's trying to deflate the situation. Okay. For instance, if somebody comes at you real aggressive, you might say, "Oh, okay, Tiger, chill out." You know what I'm saying? You might try to, calm the situation down. Obviously, what you saying, Tiger, is being sarcastic. Yes. In her case, calling him handsome when she doesn't actually find him handsome. Yes, that's being sarcastic. But I mean, look at the situation. She's being called out for no reason, something very small, right? He's getting really offensive, really defensive, right? And over something really tiny, it's like, whoa, you're being a little touchy. You're being a little volatile, right? And, if you just look at their expressions, they're like, what the fuck is going on here? Is this dude really one of those petty ass dudes?
Who got attitude?
You
Who
know the
got
attitude. I don't know what this
swear
massive
I
thing
don't.
is. They're trying to be funny. It's not funny.
Oh, okay.
It's just a simple respect thing. You're on my platform. Don't act crazy.
Okay, that's
I didn't insult you at all, calling you names or whatever it may be.
It was a joke, but if you all
bad
right,
joke.
I get it.
Yeah, well.
Let's
Okay.
not kill the
You know where
mood.
you're at, right?
Please don't kill the mood.
No. We got to set some boundaries here.
She already said she.
Well, you're not in the conversation, bro. Relax. I'm talking to her, not you.
Okay, so now he's just patronizing everybody in the crowd. Basically, he's just bullying everybody at this point. What kind of show is this, man? I get it. People watch the show because he gets hot chicks on there, and whenever they talk back to him or they don't agree with him, right? He just kicks them off the show. I don't know, man. It seems like somebody got bullied when they were a kid. Y'all tell me what you think about this shit, man. This guy, Myron, Fit and Fresh podcast, I don't like him. Some of the stuff that they say, it comes from, a psychology that men would agree with, right? And that's, if you look at it from an objective point of view, some of the things that they say is true based on how men are actually treated in reality, rooted in reality, yes. But others of the things are just flat out red flags, man. Men give access to the relationship. That's true. But women have to do this and this in order to get, no, you decide that up front with each other on your relationship. None of those things that they even talk about are like rooted in reality. They probably don't even have relationships or even been in one. This is just crazy. It's like some totalitarian thing that they're trying to run with women. I don't know if they've had any successful relationships with women, any lengthy. Who would want to be with somebody like that? It sounds a lot like what you would see in a Middle Eastern country or something like that, where a lot of things just kind of get swept under the rug because your religion and state are the same. I wouldn't say that this is the type of attitude that you take with modern women in the U.S. This is crazy, man. But anyways, let's watch this interaction right here.
You.
All right, friend, chill out.
If y'all have a problem, y'all can get off. But I just want to make that very clear that.
We can.
All right,
That's
bounce.
fine.
All right, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, she did the right thing.
I knew this was gonna happen.
I knew
And
it
you
too.
said it.
I said it.
Yeah, she did the right thing by leaving. That's a toxic situation.
Y'all have an attitude.
Yeah,
just take
and,
a shot and walk out.
It's you.
There's no fucking reason for him to get that, worked up.
And I
Okay.
told you that is not necessary.
Yeah,
But being
that's
All right, just
uncomfortable.
file out. Just file out.
just give me my
Yeah, they'll get you your phones and everything else like that.
Yeah. That's a bad look for them, man. It's a
Yeah,
bad
yeah,
look,
yeah,
man.
yeah. Well,
And they call themselves
that's
Red
the
Pill.
stuff.
My ass.